talk to you guys about the 5 love languages. Are you in a relationship and you're trying to figure out what is going on with your mate and you're like, I don't understand. I feel like I'm doing everything right, but they're still not responding the way that you want them to respond. And before you get to a point where the relationship is going downhill and you're like, what's going on? You want to make sure that you figure out what their love language is, because it will help to build that relationship stronger so that you guys can really communicate the correct way. All right? So we're going to get in tune. I ain't going to talk too much. We're going to get right into it. First love language that we're going to discuss today is words of affirmation. Words of what the fuck? All right, so we're gonna start with words of affirmation. All right, or however you say the word. I don't know. My tongue is just getting super twisted today. Anywho, what that means is it's basically telling your mate, "Ooh, babe, you look good. Hey, boo," or like, "Baby, that dress. Yeah, I like that." Things like that, or just telling your mate, "I love you," on a regular basis. There are so many times you will be in a relationship and then you'll look up, you guys are comfortable, you're not doing the same things you used to do no more, you just kind of like lounging, cool, whatever. And you're not saying those things. You're not giving them those words that they need to feel love from you. And sometimes for some people, they be like, "What you mean? I shouldn't have to say I love you. You know I love you. I'm here." No. Sometimes words are powerful. Words are always powerful. Who am I kidding? Let them know they look good. Let them know they smell good. Let them know they're doing a really good job. Say, "Hey, babe, you know what? I see you. You've been working. Make sure they know that you are appreciative, that you see that and you speak that. Because those things are just speaking positive energy into your relationship. And sometimes it only takes about a second to tell someone how you feel, or just to tell them, "Hey, you're doing a really good job. I appreciate you. You mean the world to me." Those things are being left out of so many relationships, and we need to bring them back. So if that's your love language, hey, let a girl know, comment below. However, we're going to move on to the next love language. Our next one is acts of service. You're probably like, what does that mean? What does that mean in a love language? What that means is actions speak louder than words. Clearly, that means don't tell your mate, don't just tell them you love them. They want you to show it to them. With acts of service, that means that these people just like actions speak louder than words. They just want you to make sure that you show it. Maybe in our culture, that would probably be posting a picture of them on social media, making them feel loved, making them your woman crush Wednesday or your man crush Monday. You're letting them know that, hey, you mad. It's like cooking the breakfast in the morning, cooking dinner, making sure the house is clean, making sure that you do the small little things just to show those actions that you do care about you care about how they feel about these things that are being done. You're making them feel love just by doing small things for them. Okay, you're cooking or you're cleaning, or you take her car to go get it cleaned and washed, and you bring it back and she's like, "Oh my God, babe went and got my car clean." Believe me, I used to love when my boyfriend did that. It was something so simple, but it meant something to me. I looked forward to it, like, oh, he's gonna get my car washed, something that small. So you want to make sure that you're showing actions toward your mate to show them that type of love. Anything that shows an action that you actually care, and you care about you guys' relationship. Things that you don't normally have to do, but you do choose to do them just to make that person's life a little easier. Okay? So, if that's their love language, then hey, get out there, put some action in. All right, so we're going to go on to our next love language. The next love language on our list today is receiving gifts. And who don't like to receive gifts? I mean, some people don't care for the gifts. However, that is one of my favorite things. If you go out and buy me something, because I do not ask for anything, so if you just go out and buy it and bring it to me, I'm probably going to be like, "Oh my God, really? You bought me a gift?" I'm going to melt like butter. But some people, they really do love to receive receive gifts. That means flowers, or, it could be a new outfit, a new pair of shoes, or maybe you're just out here, you buy them dinner. You're doing those type of things, so they really like that. So if you have a partner that likes to receive gifts, you may want to get in tune to that, because that's how they receive love. And I can tell you, in one of my past relationships, that was one of his love languages. So in one of my past relationships, in the beginning, I was buying him gifts all the time. I would always, whenever I went to the mall, he got something too. And I had stopped doing that because I was so focused on my career and other things like that, that he was just like, you don't even buy me anything anymore. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean? I mean, we pay the bills, we got food in here, we got furniture in here, the cable's on. What do you mean I don't buy you anything? But in his eyes, he just wanted a t-shirt, or he wanted something small just to say, I love you, babe. That's how he took in love. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just like, oh, I didn't realize that that's what you wanted. So that is something that you may want to figure out if your partner, or if your love language is receiving gifts. Is that something that you feel that you need? Let your partner know, or your future partner know, that that is one of your love languages. All right. So we're going to move on to our next love language. Quality time. Now, for me, this has to be my ultimate love language. Of course, you need all of the love languages, but this one is the top one for me. I want a guy that wants to spend time with me. I'm a bit of a needy chick, but I feel like you'd rather me be needy than out here in some other person's face. I'd rather sit at home, watch Netflix with my man. I don't have to go out to the clubs. I don't have to do any of that. I can cook dinner, we sit at home and spend quality time with each other. And quality time is self-explanatory. Quality time means not, we live together, so I see you every day. We spend time together. That does not include because you guys live together and you wake up to each other, you go to bed to each other. So it's like, we spend time. And that was something that my ex used to always do. That's why he's an ex. He always felt like, we live together, so we spend time together. No, quality time is going on dates, courting, maybe go to the movies or walk in the park. Spend quality time together. Spend time actually still talking. Spend time getting to know each other, because even in a relationship, you still want to get to know each other, because as the years go on, you're going to change, you're going to shift, and things that you want in your love language might even change too. So you want to spend that quality time with your partner. Make sure you get that in. So double check with your partner, find out if that's their love language, and maybe it's yours, but let them know that those things are what is important to you. All right? Set. All right. So now we're going to move on to our next love. All right. So our next love language, and I believe it's the last one on my list today. So here we go. Physical touch. Now, before you guys get all nasty, because y'all nasty. Before you get all nasty, that does not mean just sex, okay? Those sex is one of my other. Physical touch is another one that's big for me. That means holding hands, hugs, kisses, forehead kisses, when he walks up behind you, put his arms around you when you're cooking, he just kisses you on your neck. Those things are amazing. I love physical touch. I can't live without it. If you're in a relationship with me, you have to be okay with physical touching, because we're going to hug, we're going to kiss, we're going to hold hands. Some of us are better with physical touch than others. However, you want to learn, if that's your partner's love language, that means at any point, grab their hand, hug them, kiss them, give them those things that they need to feel that love from you. And if that's your love language, like that's one of my love languages, that's in the top, okay? You need all 5. However, that's in my top 3, okay? You want to make sure that you guys are connecting through that physical touch. And physical touch is just so important. And there are so many people that just kind of like, I don't want to hold hands, or I don't like kissing, and things like that. And if that's your partner, that's probably not going to work. Because if your love language is physical touch and this person doesn't like kissing and doesn't like doing those type of things, you guys are going to have a huge problem. So you may want to make sure that you communicate that before you get into a relationship. All right, guys. So you guys have heard all the 5 top love languages, okay? We got words of affirmation, you have physical touch, you have quality time, you have gifts, receiving gifts, and you also have actions, okay? So you want to make sure that you're using all these 5 things, but then you also want to make sure that you find out what your partner's number 1 love language is, because that's the one that you need to put the most into. The other things may be like, okay, they probably don't have to have all those things. However, they do have to have that top one. So you want to make sure that you and your partner's love languages match each other, because if they don't match each other, I promise you're probably going to have problems. Okay? So get in tune to these love languages, y'all. And I actually read a really, really good book on the 5 love languages. It's by this. So I will link the book below that I read. I bought it a long time ago. However, it is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. So when I do finally get back in another relationship, I will make sure that I understand that person's love language, because it is so, so important. All right? I will make sure that person knows mine too. So now that we already got through the love languages, I need you to go to your partner, figure it out, and hey, have a better relationship, build a stronger bond. And hey, I'm Nina Richey. I'm out of here, guys. I'm Tad and it's hot. Anywho, peace.